here's what I'm wondering about DNA tests. I mean, seriously, DNA tests are such a big deal now. The whole history of the world, and we can finally magically find out our roots scientifically. So here's what I'm speculating and wondering, and I want to ask. As far as our motivation for taking these DNA tests, like I took mine through MyHeritage, which I'm starting to favor them over the other companies. I'll talk more about that later. But here's what I'm proposing. Are we ultimately taking these tests to prove how diverse we are? And I understand a lot of us have taken tests to prove or disprove that we're certain backgrounds. That's a part of the allure of it. But also is part of the allure to find out how diverse we are. What I have read in the comments of the many videos I've done on MyHeritage, or whatever DNA test it is, what I'm finding is people are fascinated by people who have very, very diverse results like I do, and people who have very basic results are disappointed. I remember the very first time it was a girl that's, I think, in Israel, and hers showed that she's 100% Jewish. And she was disappointed. She wanted to be something other than just being Jewish. And then I've had other people here in America who have taken the test, and they were disappointed because it showed that they're only basically of British background, Scottish and English and Welsh and so on. And that was disappointing to them. But ultimately, are we taking these tests to find out, oh, wow, I'm this. I would have never thought I was this other thing that's nowhere geographically close to what I already knew that I am. So that's a question that I'm asking. Is that ultimately what it is? That we take these tests secretly hoping that we're going to be more diverse than we already know we are. Because especially now, more so than ever, diversity is celebrated. Whereas before, maybe it was quite the opposite there for a while. But now, because diversity is respected and celebrated, it's almost like a bragging right if you get to be able to say, well, I am not only part Jewish, I'm part Spanish, and I'm part Middle Eastern. I can actually say that according to the tests that have been done. But, and when other people have said that, not that I go around bragging, I just say, hey, here's what it said. And then they'll say, oh man, that's cool, you're all this other stuff. So because of those responses, I'm starting to think that that's ultimately kind of a motivation, that part of our identity is that we want to know that we really are from a diverse background, that it took a lot of different continents to become a human being, to exist. So, is that true? Whoa, I almost fell. Is it true though?